Can you satisfy me? First, no one has ever touched me. Alien woman's confession. The stars above Earth looked different through Zara's violet eyes as she watched the human colony from her hidden ship. For 3 solar cycles, she had studied these strange creatures who called themselves humans. They were unlike any species in the galaxy. Zara belonged to the Villani race from the distant world of Nethys Prime. Her people were tall, with pale blue skin and silver hair that flowed like liquid metal. They lived for thousands of years, but rarely felt emotions the way humans did every single day. The Villani Empire had sent Zara to study human behavior before making contact. What she discovered changed everything she believed about the universe. Humans were weak compared to other species. They lived short lives and had no natural weapons or armor. Yet somehow they had spread across dozens of star systems in just a few hundred years. Other races that were stronger and smarter had failed to do what humans accomplished so quickly. Zara spent months watching a human settlement on the planet Nova Terra. The colony leader was a woman named Kate Morrison who reminded Zara of herself. Kate was strong and intelligent, but also showed something Zara had never seen before: the ability to care deeply for others while making difficult decisions. One night, Zara decided to make contact. She could no longer watch from a distance. Something about the humans called to her in ways she could not understand. She appeared at the edge of the colony during Kate's evening patrol. The human woman raised her weapon but did not fire immediately. This surprised Zara because most species would attack first and ask questions later. "Who are you?" Kate asked while keeping her distance but showing curiosity instead of fear. Zara stepped into the light. Her 7-foot frame towered over Kate, but she moved slowly to show she meant no harm. "I am Zara of the Villani Empire. I have been watching your people." Kate's eyes widened as she took in Zara's appearance. The alien woman was beautiful in an otherworldly way. Her skin seemed to glow in the moonlight, and her violet eyes held depths that suggested ancient wisdom. "Why have you been watching us?" Kate asked. "Your species puzzles my people," Zara replied. "You are weak, yet you succeed where stronger races fail. You live brief lives, yet you accomplish more than species that exist for millennia. I came to understand why." Over the following weeks, Kate and Zara met in secret. The human woman was fascinated by stories of the vast Villani Empire that spanned hundreds of worlds. Zara was equally amazed by human culture and emotions. "Your people feel everything so intensely," Zara observed during one of their conversations. "Love, anger, joy, sadness. You experience it all in ways my race cannot comprehend." Kate noticed something sad in Zara's voice. "What do you mean you cannot comprehend it?" Zara was quiet for a long moment. "My people bred emotions out of ourselves long ago. We believed feelings made us weak. We live ordered lives focused on logic and efficiency, but watching humans has shown me what we lost." "You don't feel anything?" Kate asked with concern. "I feel curiosity and satisfaction when I complete tasks, but I have never experienced what you call love or passion, or even simple happiness from small pleasures. Until I began studying humans, I did not know such things existed." Kate reached out and gently touched Zara's hand. The alien woman jerked back as if burned. "What was that?" Zara asked breathlessly. "Just a simple touch between friends," Kate said softly. "Did it feel strange?" "No one has ever touched me," Zara admitted. "Physical contact between Villani is limited to necessary medical procedures or reproduction. We do not touch for comfort or connection." Kate's heart ached for this lonely alien who had lived centuries without knowing human warmth. "Would you like to learn about human emotions and connections?" Zara nodded eagerly. Over time, Kate taught her about friendship, laughter, and the simple joy of sharing experiences with others. Zara discovered she could feel these emotions when she allowed herself to be open to them. But their secret meetings could not last forever. The Villani Empire sent a battle fleet to Nova Terra when Zara failed to report on schedule. Her commander Valdris arrived expecting to find her dead or captured. Instead, he found Zara laughing with human children as they showed her their drawings. The sight horrified him. "You have been infected by their emotional weakness," Valdris declared. "You will return to the ship for reconditioning immediately." "I will not abandon these people," Zara replied firmly. "They have shown me what life can be when you allow yourself to truly live." Valdris was confused by her defiance. "You are Villani. You serve the Empire without question. These humans are nothing more than study subjects." These humans are more alive in their brief decades than our people are in millennia, Zara shot back. They create art and music and stories. They sacrifice for each other and fight for causes they believe in. They love completely even knowing they will lose everyone they care about to death. That is not weakness, that is the greatest strength in the universe. The confrontation attracted Kate and the other colonists. They formed a protective circle around Zara despite being hopelessly outmatched by Villani technology. "You would die for her?" Valdris asked Kate in disbelief. "She is our friend," Kate replied simply. Friends protect each other. Valdris had studied human military tactics and survival instincts, but this was beyond his understanding. "You gain nothing from protecting her. She is not even your species." "That does not matter," Kate said. "What matters is that she chose to be with us instead of remaining distant and alone. She chose to feel instead of existing in emptiness. Anyone who makes that choice deserves our protection." For the first time in his long life, Valdris felt uncertain. The Empire had taught him that emotional bonds were weakness that led to poor decisions. Yet these humans were willing to die for those bonds. Somehow this made them stronger rather than weaker. Zara stepped forward. "Commander, I request permission to remain with the humans as a cultural exchange representative." "That position does not exist," Valdris replied coldly. "Then create it," Zara challenged. "What I have learned here could change our entire civilization. Humans have something we lost long ago. The ability to find meaning and joy in existence itself. They do not just survive, they truly live." Valdris looked at the humans surrounding Zara. They were afraid but determined. Even faced with weapons that could destroy their entire colony, they did not abandon their friend. "Can you satisfy me first?" Valdris asked Zara suddenly. "No one has ever touched me either. In 800 years of existence, I have never felt what you describe. Show me this human emotion you claim is so powerful." Zara was surprised by the request, but she understood. She approached Valdris and slowly reached out to place her hand on his shoulder. "This is how humans show friendship and support," she said gently. Valdris felt something he had never experienced before, a warm connection to another being that had nothing to do with duty or reproduction. It was simultaneously alien and completely natural. Kate stepped forward and offered her hand to Valdris. "This is how humans greet new friends," she said. Hesitantly, Valdris took her much smaller hand in his. The simple contact sent waves of unfamiliar sensation through his consciousness. He began to understand why Zara had chosen to stay. "Perhaps," Valdris said slowly, "the Empire could benefit from studying human culture more closely. I will recommend establishing a permanent research station here with you as the primary observer." Zara smiled, another human expression she had learned to love. "Thank you, Commander. I believe you will find the experience as rewarding as I have." As the Villani fleet departed, Kate asked Zara, "What will you do now?" "I will continue learning," Zara replied. "Your people have shown me that existence without connection is not truly living. I want to experience everything I have missed. Friendship, laughter, love, even sadness and loss. These emotions you consider natural are miracles to someone who has lived without them." Kate smiled and took Zara's hand. "Then welcome to being truly alive." In the months that followed, more Villani came to study human culture. Many discovered the same thing Zara had, that emotions were not weakness but the source of humanity's greatest strengths. The exchange program grew as both species learned from each other. Zara became the bridge between two very different civilizations. She helped her people rediscover feelings they had abandoned while learning to navigate the complex world of human relationships herself. The galaxy was changed forever by the meeting of these two species. Humans gained access to advanced Villani technology and knowledge of the wider universe. The Villani rediscovered the joy and meaning that came from truly connecting with others. For Zara personally, the greatest discovery was not about her people or humans in general. It was learning that no matter how different two beings might be, the desire to understand and connect with others was universal. In finding her place among the humans, she had found herself. The stars above Nova Terra still looked different through her violet eyes, but now they seemed warmer and more welcoming. She was no longer alone in the vast cosmos. She had found her home among friends who had taught her the most important lesson in the universe, that being alive was not about how long you existed, but about how deeply you allowed yourself to feel and connect during the time you had.